Well, for a minority of my fans that would rather see me return to my old way of reviewing, you're in luck. Before YouTube finally drops the hammer and forces the channel changes on everyone, slowly but surely, making it pretty much impossible for me to get views, I'll probably make a few more, YouTube videos, and then we'll have to call it quits. I don't know, I can't see the future. But for now, I feel inspired. I was walking around in in the mall, and I actually came across some interesting stuff. You're looking at, again, early 1900s telephone cabinet, antique as shit. So let's just go ahead and grab some of that out of there. No, I don't actually store liquor in my room. It was a bit. I saw there at this crappy store some C3 knives, cheap Chinese charmers. They are just crap. And if you look here, it says super knife. So I will just, take that to mean that it is just a super knife. Best quality stainless steel blade. Oh man, my expectations are just going up. Made in China? Oh my goodness. How great, how magnificent could this be? Well, I saw these and the style was interesting. It was only $10 for each. 20 bucks for just something to talk about. I have wasted much more money before in my time. So, on the inside, you open up the box and you have a Chinese knockoff stiletto with a crappy, price tag. Let's just take that the fuck off. It's modeled to look like a, Italian stiletto. Anyone with eyes can see that. It looks actually kind of sexy. I have a problem with the pocket clip because that is not accurate. That's not what an Italian stiletto looks like. Not most of them come with pocket clips, I'm not certain. And we see here, I just now noticed one of these scales is coming loose. If you look here, I can almost like pry that off. Look at that. It's like the glue is coming undone. It just looks like a cheat. Anyway, I saw this in the store and I thought it might have been one of those ones where you, like with a nail neck in it. One of those knives you have to, as a lockback. But then I found out that actually it's kind of a shitty assisted opener. There's a little spur back there. It just barely works. Trying to get this thing to give in is almost impossible. You just gotta, oh man. Listen to that. Listen. Yeah! Rock and roll. The lockup on this is actually not bad. I mean, the blade play is not the worst I've ever experienced. The blade is impossibly dull, which I thought it was funny that the guy asked me how old I was. Like, he's gonna card me for something that, I mean, for real, if it came down to this or sharpening a nickel to attack somebody with, I would just sharpen the nickel. Fuck. Look at this. Just shit. Just absolute shit. And then you just depress this little, it's a liner lock, I suppose. And you can kind of feel resistance to the blade as you're sticking it back in. It's got a little bit of a, desire to, oh my god, come out. I just like the style. I just think it looks badass as hell. Nice little, piece for the guitar case of doom. Who knows? Yeah, and then I also bought it in another color. That one was, I think, came out of the case. Like the case of knives that they had there. This one was in a box already. And thought it kind of looked slick. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Same deal. The scale on this one is just hanging on still, but it's hanging on better than that one. And, same fucking thing. Same, same little, Italian stiletto ripoff. The stiletto is like one of my favorite styles of blades. It just matches my attire, it matches my personality. As anyone knows, I sometimes will carry a tie light. I actually would like to get the larger version of this one. I had mentioned before that it has problems with the lockup. Not that the lock will fail on you, but because of the small area of the blade, that small amount that you have to lock up, you generally will get a little bit of... I put some Loctite on that. That's all I can say. I don't think it's going to come loose, but you basically have to get used to the fact that the lockup is not going to be as, good as... Then again, it's not really a work knife. To be honest, it's a combat knife. You just kill people with it. Not that that's what I use it for. You can use it for daily tasks, but stilettos are not traditionally workhorse knives. They are not, very good blades like Bowie. If you ask me, the best, working blade, or spear point, drop point. I have a whole case of knives that would out knife these any day of the week. Let's see if I can actually get a footage of me This didn't lock. Look, the lock is right there, is not engaged. Holy fuck. So this could have come back and cut me. Not that it's not that sharp, but... What the fuck? This thing's just busted. Okay, the lock finally just engaged, but it was kind of stuck in between. Kids, this is why you don't want C3s. Parents, don't buy your kids any C3s. If the knife is like $10 and not from a reputable company and made of stainless steel and comes from China, you may want to give that a pass. Wow, disengaging that lock is a bitch. These are both just shitty knives. See if I can find a good place for them. I think that'll do.